Hi, Chris. Welcome.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. So, you won the award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Tell us specifically which award you won.
We won Outstanding Book of the Year for Independent Spirit.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Give us a little bit of the inspiration behind, and I'm going to say creation because you're going to get into a little bit later the combination of sorts in terms of the creativity involved, but give us the inspiration.
Shall I give a bit of heads up on how it started?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there's two stories to be told, the book and then the art. So it comes, I think, in two stories.
Yeah. Well, the book, how it all came about is I emailed Kelly because I saw her apartment in a book that I bought in a little book town called Hay-on-Wye in England. And I said, "Hi there, Kelly. I really like that CD rack in your apartment." So that's how it all started. Then we just had a dialogue. I said to Kelly, "Oh, and by the way, I really love your paintings." And Kelly emailed back and said, "Oh, been on your website, really like your design work. Maybe we should work on a project at some point."
How interesting.
And he was calling from England, and I live in Los Angeles, so it's...
So it was like 3:30 in the morning, and you're like, "Why is this guy looking at my CDs at 3:30 in the morning?" And you just hit it off from there. There was kismet.
Yeah, you laugh at,
Yeah.
Kelly's at 2 a.m. in LA and we were at 10 a.m. in the UK, and that's the time slot we had each week.
To work on the book.
Those West Coasters, they have a tendency to stay up late. Yeah, that's cool.
We do.
Yeah, keep your creative thing going, right?
Yeah.
So describe it for us. Tell us what's in there. What's going on? What is the content like?
It's a story of my work, and I'm a painter. It's what I do and why I do it and how I got to where I am at this point in my career.
Great. A little bit about both of you. You said you're in the UK, you're in the West Coast, but give us some of your background specifically and how you think that that eases the path with which you guys kind of collaborate.
I think probably on a lot of different levels we have similar background. I studied fashion design but became a painter. And
I studied at Glasgow School of Art, so I started off with painting and drawing, then ended up in design.
Great.
the crisscross.
Yeah, it sounds that way.
Too bad my name isn't Cross.
Yeah.
The difference, what sets it apart? You won an award. It's an amazing effort. You're celebrating this kind of great time of success and endeavor here. Tell us what you feel sets this apart from the rest. What makes it award-winning?
I don't know exactly why it's award-winning, and it's my first book I've ever done, and James of Chris' office asked me if we could present this, and I said, well, what is the chances we would win an award on our first go? I said, I'm
Pleasant surprise.
very pleasant surprise.
Yeah, but people must be going nuts for it because we wouldn't be here talking about it otherwise.
Yeah.
So. Folks read it, folks share it, you've got the award, you're in a great spot. Give us a specific example. Share some stories that were compelling or of impact or affect in terms of people having a wonderful experience as they go through it.
Well, as a painter, I make my living as a painter, and I have galleries that represent my work, and it was an easier way for me to explain what I do, pictures and words, to a mass group of people instead of really trying to talk about it every time. It is the same story that I've talked about, but I find when it comes to painting, something like a book, especially a book that looks like this, it's not splashy, but it's impactful. It helps people understand my work and makes them connect with it a little bit better. They can take the book home and think about the work and then think maybe I should buy a painting. And
at the outset, was there a target audience for you guys? Was it done for something specifically, or were you more kind of just, hey, let's collaborate and see what comes out? And
I think there was definitely that idea of we want to collaborate on a project, and I think we both realised that. So I think there was a bit of a kindred spirits, really, wasn't there?
Right. Yeah.
And we wanted to work together on something, and we thought, wouldn't it be great if have you done a book, Kelly?
Right.
I've not done a book. Why don't we do one? And we do. My business, we do a lot of branding and corporate communications, but my background is, I'm very passionate about art and, and painters. So we just sort of came to a point and said, well, should we start this almost as a hobby outside of our day-to-day routines?
Right.
And then it became more serious, didn't we? We thought, right, we'll devise a look and feel, almost a brand or an identity for Kelly. So what we wanted the book to do is be a vehicle for people to engage with Kelly, even though they couldn't ring her up or meet with her at a show or something like that. So it's almost a mini brand platform.
Yeah.
So giving people an opportunity to experience Kelly. And I think that's probably where some of the, I don't know, unique quality comes through.
Yeah.
You know, because you can see it on the front cover there where we created a unique typeface for Kelly's name. So ordinarily you could say that's an identity.
Sure, almost your own font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you
It
know,
is.
the visual language around it, we thought, well, how do you sort of create a concise representation of that? So Kelly's work, you know, it's very impasto and the paint's very thick.
Yeah.
So that's what the cover texture is there, even though it's flat, it's got the texture of the paint.
Yeah.
And then there's a key colour that you can probably see on the cover there, where there's the underpainting with the orange. So we brought this through.
So
And
all the
all-
aspects of the art have some meaning in and of themselves.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
it's the same way. So we thought it was almost, whether we did this instinctively or it just happened, is that almost we created that sort of communications platform.
Absolutely, a universal language of sorts
Yes.
and appeals to
Yeah.
anyone who can appreciate an art form, but also in a literary sense, you know, you've got a book there in front of you, so
Right.
it's wonderful. All right, so tell us about next steps. You guys going to do more?
I think we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question about it.
It's
Are we
maybe-
working on anything now?
Well, this is the first chapter. We always said this is the first chapter
Chapter.
of this book.
Yeah,
That's the
chapter,
first book.
right.
Okay, good. I like it.
Yeah, this book just came out in November, so it hasn't really even been out that long. So, yeah,
Well, we congratulate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming,
thank you.
and good luck on everything and anything else you go forward on to do. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much
Nice to meet
indeed.
guys. Okay.
All the
thanks.
very best. Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks.